Well, hello. I don't know if this is the end of a video. I think I'm just going to start a new one here. Vlog, whatever number it is. I'm out here just doing some cleanup in the driveway and stuff. We got the drains that I want to make sure are clear, so as this stuff melts, it can get down in there. And I already did a bunch back there, back towards the houses and stuff. So yeah, let's just continue to do some more cleanup here. And I'm going to go all the way down to the mailboxes, way down, probably clean around them. Just, you know, hey, spring is just around the corner, although it's still February and we can still get a lot of snow even in March, but let's hope not. It's going to be 50 today and fairly warm for the next couple weeks, so we may be out of the woods, but you never know. I don't know if you can hear me, but I'm just finishing up here. A few more things to do. That sun feels good. Alright guys, well, I'm not sure what I showed out back here. This is my dad's house. As you know, I'm in the process of cleaning up. So I just got the tractor back in here. I caught this tarp with the plow this winter and shredded it. So I'll have to put a new cover over that. But that's no big deal. But that's one of the buildings we're cleaning out. And you can see there's a building back there. That one we're going to tear down this year and get rid of it. That's a good shed there, but we pretty much emptied it. But there's still some more stuff to go. And then, of course, we got a lot of wood. This is all stuff Dad saved, you know. Some scrap wood, pallets. Well, this way, there's a whole pile of pallets back there. I don't know if I'm pointing at them correctly. Let's see, right? I don't know. Somewhere in there. You can see them. I can't see with all the sun. But there's a whole pile of pallets there. There's a bunch of wood and metal around that little building there. I got to clean up this summer. And then there's an old oil tank back there. Then there's this building here. It has a good beetle in it. It's a nice convertible beetle. It's all been redone. Looks really nice. And of course the old camper over here. Then that was my uncle's Jeep, and then Dad had it. My brother was using it, but we had a problem with the clutch. We got to get it fixed and ready for next winter. And then you can probably see behind there. There's two more buildings. They're attached, but there's two more buildings there full of stuff, mostly metal stuff that needs to be just cleaned out and gotten rid of. Little greenhouse here, and of course this is my brother's bus here. If you're interested in his channel, it's Finding Mark in Maine. He's also converting a bus, and I think I've talked about that in other videos. So yeah, it's all kinds of stuff. What you see through the woods is a campground over there, way through the woods, but we own pretty much right up to that field, and there's all kinds of woods down this way we own, and of course way over here as well. But yeah, this is all stuff we're slowly cleaning up, and we're going to disassemble these buildings, you know, many of them, and get rid of them once we get it all cleaned up, and just keep, other than this tarp here, this is a nice lean-to building here that keeps the tractors in. And of course the regular garage will stay, and the house. Everything else we hope to get cleaned up eventually. It's a lot of work though, so this is why I haven't been able to do as many videos as I like. Incidentally, if you like watching me and not necessarily just the bus videos, I do have two other channels. One of them is Two Camping Gurus. We haven't posted on that for a long time. I hope to get back on it. But it's more product reviews and tips and tricks about camping and stuff like that. And then I have another one that's Shane's Main Shop. That was the first channel I ever started, just putting around with. I never expected to do anything, but it actually, I don't know, 3,000-4,000 subscribers or whatever. And I do a lot of home improvement, repairs, and garage stuff, all kinds of stuff over there. So that's Shane's Main Shop and Two Camping Gurus. So if you're interested in just, you know, watching me do stuff, then there's two other channels you can check out. And then of course this one here. But this is why I have no time. I just got so much going on. But you know, the YouTube eventually, now the Shane's Main Shop does earn us some money. That helps us out a little bit, but the whole idea is to get the channels big enough so we can sustain this long term and care for Mom here at home. You know, right now we're okay, but there's going to be a point where it's going to be a little bit harder financially. So hopefully we continue to grow the channels, and that'll earn us enough money. We're not looking to get rich or anything, just want to be able to make sure we can stay home and keep all our bills paid. That's all. So like, share, subscribe, tell your friends about us. That helps us out a lot. I definitely appreciate it. My brother's thinking about moving his bus out front here. It's still a little frozen in back there. Well, hello, but it's the next day. I don't know if I showed, but we did finally get my brother's bus out from behind, even though it was stuck in the ice and snow. I'm heading over today. I'm actually gonna probably shoot 2 other videos, one from my Shane's Main Shop channel and one from my 2 Camping Guru channel. I haven't done videos for those for a long time. As you know, with this channel, I've backed off on the videos, but I want to try and at least do 1 a month, even on those channels. So that's what I'm off to today. Man, it's so nice out. Well, you can't see from here, but I'm opening up all the garages. It's 50 something. Yeah, you can see I've got my garage open over there. I'm opening up Mom and Dad's now. The ground is melting slowly, and hopefully I can get a couple things done. Just get this one open. And then let some of the warm air in here as well. Whew, it's chilly in here. So yeah, I think that's what I'm gonna do. We get the other door open. I'm gonna go down cellar and shoot a couple other videos. And tonight, when I sit down at the computer, do some editing. But like I said, if I can do 1 video a month on those 2 channels, and then of course the blogging stuff on this channel with much less editing involved, I think that'll be good. So that's kind of going to be what my day consists of today. I've been working on this truck, my dad's truck. It used to be mine. I sold it to him years ago when I bought my big diesel for pulling the trailer. But this thing has just plagued us with some sort of stupid things. I got to get somebody up here. I'm pretty handy. I do a lot of stuff, but I'm at the end of my rope on this one. It's been giving me some electrical trouble, and I thought it was distributor. Put a whole new distributor in. I put a whole new pickup unit in it. You know, for the camshaft sensor, all of that, everything I thought that could be the issue based on my diagnosis and talking to people that know a little more than I do, but I have yet to be able to get it running. It's been giving us trouble for a few years, and it's just worse and worse, and finally now it just won't start. She'll turn over good, but she just won't fire, and I'm not getting power to the coil some of the time, so it's like an intermittent issue. So I'm gonna have to get somebody up here to help me out with that. But you know, just one more thing here that needs to be done. Other than that, we're gonna move on to some other stuff today. Maybe I'll show you a little bit about it, behind the scenes stuff. I'm gonna be shooting it on my GoPro, I think, so the other videos. Anyway, I'll talk to you in a bit. All right, I just finished up a quick video using this camper as a backdrop, and because it's for my 2 Camping Guru channel, and I was just doing some tips on what to look for before you buy a used RV/travel trailer. And then I also did a video downstairs. I was downstairs doing some blade replacement on tools, but that was for my other channel, Shane's Main Shop. Now keep in mind, I know I talked about on this channel about really cutting back, so I don't have the time. I haven't posted on these other channels. 2 Camping Gurus probably in 6 months, but it's still growing. It's still a tiny channel, but it's still growing. And Shane's Main Shop, I think I did a brake light replacement or something maybe a month ago. So I haven't really posted on those, so I haven't had the time. But I'm really gonna try to get back to just, instead of trying to do 1 video a week on all these channels, which is impossible, that's why I'm doing the blog on this. But I will say the blogging is going so much faster because I just do these little clips and stick them all together. I do almost no editing, so that's helped a lot. I don't know if it's hurting my subscriber count. Probably is a little bit, but that's fine. But if I can do 1 video a month or so on the other channels, because those ones are growing faster than this channel, believe it or not, then that's kind of what my goal is. Because again, I think I mentioned it before, you know, I'd like to get those channels growing enough that they're earning enough income. For one, when we're on the bus, which is what this channel really was all about, is downsizing and life in general and hitting the road on that bus, we need to have an income. So I do have a little bit of an income from YouTube. It's very tiny, certainly not, barely enough to pay a phone bill, but it's something. So the goal is to grow those channels and this one, so when we get to that point, we can hit the road and have an income. So I'm going to try and, keep those going. And they're closer to monetizing. Well, one of them already is monetized, but the other two Camping Gurus is not. It's closer to monetizing than this one. This one's still got not nearly the view count or the subscribers. So if you're interested in, camping tips and tricks, I think I mentioned this before, and I don't want it to just be a promotional, but this is my blog channel. I've changed this into this just because it's so easy to do and just about my life in general. That's kind of what it is. But if you're interested in that type of stuff, check out Two Camping Gurus. It's more specific. There's very little idle chit chat. It's kind of what I've developed the channel into, is more like to the point. This is what this video is about. Get into it and get out of it and be done with it, and you can go out about your day. If you want to hear me chit chat a lot, then this is the channel for that. And then, of course, if you're interested in DIY, handyman, do-it-yourself, that type of stuff, then you can check out Shane's Main Shop. I mean, I have everything from wheel bearing replacements on trucks to putting a new kitchen faucet in, fixing your dryer, putting new pulleys inside, completely dismantling the dryer. And that channel's got hundreds of videos on it, all about, mostly about DIY. But in the beginning, that channel was all over the place because I really was just messing around, doing videos. Didn't even know what I was doing. But there's some few vacation videos on there and things like that as well. So if you're interested more in DIY, home improvement, repairs, and that type of stuff, auto stuff, whatever, you can check out that channel. But anyway, so I just finished those videos up as far as shooting them. Now I will sit down tonight and edit those. I'll work on them probably over the next few days and release those probably next week. And then I probably won't do anything on those channels again for a month or so, depending on, time permitting, we'll do more. But that's really about it. I think I've gone on long enough for this segment. I got to cut, and then we'll see you wherever we see you in a second from now. Well, here I am crossing back over between Mom's house and my house. It's kind of a dreary day, but it's warm. It's definitely in the 50s, and everything is, it's melting. I don't know if you can see that, but it's definitely melting. I think Tracy went off with Seth. Doing some car insurance stuff or something, but I need to go home and give me a quick snack or something. I'm not going to eat too much. I don't usually eat much for lunch. I actually was down 1.8 pounds this week. That's another thing, too. Think about Life the Wild Ride and life in general. 6 months ago, I just started eating, well, actually quite a while ago I started eating healthier, but 6 months ago I made an actual conscious effort to lose some weight, but I didn't go crazy with it. And I was doing good. Actually, it was probably like a year ago. And I lost like 15, 20 pounds, whatever it was. And I really didn't work that hard at it. And I was super happy. And then I kind of just let it go, went on vacation. And because, on vacation, who cares about that type of stuff? You want to have a good time, which is fine. But January came around and I decided I was really going to lose the rest of it and get down to really where I want to be, which is, I really want to be somewhere between 130 and 135. Right now I'm 141 or whatever. But beginning of January, and it wasn't a New Year's resolution, but it just happened to be after the holidays, all the big meals, I said, I'm really going to make an actual conscious effort to eat good, to really put some thought into it, which I've done before, but really, really this time, the bottom line is, I think I put more thought into it than before, and I've struggled even harder. I think I should have just said, you know what, let me just do my normal thing, be careful, and I'll lose weight. This time I'm like, no, okay, I want to make sure this, okay, I don't want to eat that, blah, blah, blah. And I just have not done as good. So, the past several weeks, every time I got on the scale, I was up a quarter pound, up a pound, down a half a pound. But I was pretty much stable, trending up. And last week, I would have bet $500 that I probably lost like 3 pounds. So before I got on the scale, I said, oh, I'm sure I lost 2 pounds. I got on the scale, I was up 2 pounds. I have no idea how the hell that happened, but I felt better. So Tracy said maybe I'm building up muscles because I am using different muscles, doing some different stuff. I've been doing some spray painting and stuff long term. So maybe, I'm toning a little bit. I don't know. I was just shocked. But this week, finally, I get on the thing and I was like down 1.8. I'm like, holy crap, I almost did a cartwheel. And I don't even feel that I'm down. So I don't know. It's starting to really boggle my mind. But anyways, I was down. I was happy. All right, so I've come home for a quick snack, like I said. Now, this is homemade pizza, and that is a super thin crust, almost, I don't know what's it called, like a pita thing or something, Trace? I don't know. Anyways, most of what you see there is vegetables. It's peppers, onions, 3 different colored peppers, sausage, burger, and cheese with pepperoni on top. So very little carbs in the way of bread, but it tastes pretty darn good. So got one heating up in the oven for Tracy, and I'm gonna heat this one up for me. All right, are you guys sick and tired of me yet? Walking back and forth between my house and Mom and Dad's house. Sorry if you are. I'll try to come up with different stuff, but it's kind of the time I can chat a little bit while I'm in between doing a couple things. So it kind of just seems to work out that way. Right now, I got this box here. And I think I'm going to head into the garage. It's warm enough to be putting around outside here and start doing a little bit of sorting for this yard sale that we got coming up this summer. This continuous yard sale all summer long. So, yeah, so I think I'm going to putt around the garage a little bit and start boxing up some tools, some obsolete stuff that we'll never use, or stuff that Dad had quadruplets of, that I can just get in the yard sale and get some money from Mom to pay her taxes for another year. We did good last year. We earned enough to cover the taxes, which is fantastic. So we're hoping to do the same thing again this year. So that's what I'm going to work on. Eventually I have to pull the car and truck out of here and start setting up shelving and tables and everything else. Well, that is for another day. Well, Tracy and I are winding down the evening. We're just kind of sitting here, relaxing. And, well, she's sitting there. I'm actually cooking. And what I'm making here is we just make our own homemade dip, I guess, is what you call it. And I have some burger over here that I'm just cooking. And then I cut up 3 different colors pepper. I usually get a green pepper too for color, but I don't have any today. But there's a yellow, red, and an orange pepper. And then I cut up a large onion. And then what we do, I put in, doesn't matter the brand, this is just Market Basket, but diced tomatoes or green chilies. So those will go in. And I'll probably put 2 cans of those. So this one's a mild, and I get different ones each time. Mild, this one's an original, that's gonna go in. And then we're gonna dump in some of the salsa Tostitos cheese dip. That'll get dumped in here. And then I'll sprinkle in some, what is that? Mozzarella cheese. Mix it all up, bake it in the oven. And then we'll sprinkle a little cheese on top too. Bake it in the oven. And then we use, the Tostitos dip chips to eat it. But let me put a few more things in and I'll show you what it looks like. I got both cans of the diced tomatoes in there, and I'm gonna dump the cheese in. And I'll use a rubber spatula to scrape it all out. Now, one thing I do is I do drain everything, because the diced tomatoes and all that stuff, there's quite a bit of juice in there, as well as the burger. Now normally I try and get as lean as I can. They did not have any 93%, so I had to get, I think this is 85%. So I heat it, obviously cook it, I drain it more than one time, and then I add water to it, bring it to a low boil, and drain it again to get as much of the grease out as I can. So overall, this is actually a pretty healthy dip, because this is just vegetables and onions, other than the cheese and the burger. It's pretty good. It's not terribly bad for you either, and it tastes awesome. Okay, so the burger's all mixed in there, and the cheese is on top. That's what it looks like. So now I'm just going to stick it in the oven, let the cheese melt a little bit, because the burger is pretty warm, so it warms up most of the dip. But we'll bring the whole thing up to a little bit warmer of a temperature and get the cheese melted. And then these are the chips we use. And I'll show you that after it warms up. All right, well, there's the completed product. And in one of my other videos, I think on a different channel, I did some food and I didn't show somebody the finished product, and they actually made a comment. You made us watch all that cooking and didn't show us the finished product. They were upset, so here it is, right there. Mmm. That was good. Mm-hmm. All right, well, Trace and I are gonna relax, eat some dip, and we're playing some pool tonight, listen to some music. Have a good evening. Talk to you later. Might I also add that we're not big eaters and we're trying to eat somewhat healthy. This is pretty good. I know it's got some stuff in that's not that great for you, but it's better than, better than a lot of things you could have chose. But the other thing is we're not gonna eat supper tonight. It's 5 o'clock right now, so we're done for the day. I've done a lot of stuff, so we're just gonna enjoy this, play pool, and eat dip. We'll probably play a card game or something too. But this dip is gonna be our snack and supper all in one, because if we would eat supper, we'd never eat the dip, and this will be filling enough. So yeah, I just thought I'd throw that in there, so we're not there's no way I could eat supper and enjoy this too. I'd just be too full. Mmm.